Take Two with Jerry and Debbie. I'm Debbie Georgiani with Jerry Usher, and the show team is in place. We have Ace and Charles and Jeff. And guess what, you guys? Every couple months we do this. We get ready to laugh and laugh very hard. We do that belly laugh, right? Where it makes us release all those good hormones, those feel-good hormones, and we add a little levity to this crazy thing called life and keep a sense of humor. And a very popular show, Jerry. And that's what we're doing today. Best clean jokes today on Take Two.
If you have one, start dialing now. 833-288-EWTN. 833-288-3986. Charles Beery is on the phones. Matt Kubinski off today, so you get to talk with Charles first. And if your joke passes muster with him as a clean joke, yeah. He'll put you through to the on-air board here. So Debbie and I, the one thing that we hate about this show is we get to the end of the show and there are always callers we can't get to because of time. True. So I'm just going to tell you, we're going to get a lot of you on the air today, but I would say let's fill up this first bank of phone lines here with your best clean joke at 833-288-3986.
I think we can all agree there's a lot of heavy stuff going on in the world. I think we can all agree on that. And Jerry and I are firm believers that you do need to keep a sense of humor through things because it just can get really difficult. And you don't want it to go so low where you can possibly fall into despair. That's what the demons would want. So we must keep that sense of humor. Jeff Burson, our social media expert, and he is an expert, he recommended this show a long time ago. And we thought, okay, we'll put it on the calendar every couple months, and it is uber popular with you guys. You love to laugh. The Take Two family is a fun family, and we love that. So we're getting ready to laugh with you with your best clean joke. You call Charles Beery at this number, 833-288-3986, or you can send your joke in by email, take2@EWTN.com, or Jerry and I are waving to you on social media. The chats are going. Give your best clean joke there. Jeff Burson will retrieve it, and we will read it. Now, I just want a full disclosure. I have seasonal allergies, so my eyes are already tearing up, and so it's going to look like I'm out of control with the laughter with these jokes. So just know that a little bit of that is seasonal allergies. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I know you'll make it through the show, and you'll be laughing like the rest of us. 833-288-3986, our quarterly best clean joke episode of Take Two with Jerry and Debbie and you. I have a couple. Can I give you a couple of my jokes?
Yeah, go right ahead.
How do you
always
identify?
Tell the funniest ones. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
How do you identify the Catholics at a Star Wars convention?
How?
When you say, "May the Force be with you," the Catholics all respond, "And with your spirit." Here's another one. I like this one. In a Catholic school cafeteria, a nun places a note in front of a pile of apples. "Only take one. God is watching." Further down the line, there's a pile of cookies. A little boy makes his own note. "Take all you want. God is watching the apples."
Oh, my goodness. Did you get those online?
I did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I cheated.
Yeah, you did. Well, no, that's where I get my jokes too. But they're really those are the kind of clean jokes we are looking for, so we can laugh and just allow a little bit of lightheartedness for today, and just kind of get through the day to hope in hopes to pick up your mood and to keep you elevated and sustained. We are a praying family, but we also can have a sense of humor, right? And that is really beautiful. So let's go to Lisa. Lisa, is it okay with you, Jerry? Here's the number one more time, 833-288-3986. Give us your best clean joke. You don't have to be Catholic to call in. Lisa is at the Jersey Shore on the EWTN app. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to Take Two, the Clean Joke Show.
Hello, Jerry and Debbie. God bless you.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is a true story, wink, wink. Mm-hmm. There's a man going down the Garden State Parkway, which I know Debbie is familiar with, and he's in a pickup truck full of penguins. a state trooper pulls him over and says, "Sir, you can't be driving along the parkway with this truck full of penguins. What's the matter with you? Turn right around and bring those penguins to the aquarium down at Jenkinson's in Point Pleasant." So the man says, "Well, okay, officer, I'll do that." So the state trooper drives away. The very next day, the very same man is driving down the parkway with that truckload of penguins, and the very same state trooper pulls him over and says, "Sir, I thought I told you to take those penguins to the aquarium." And the man says, "Yes, officer, that was a great idea. And today we're going to the zoo."
Wow. That's a good one. Very good.
I love your pace, Lisa. It's perfect. I love the way you tell a joke.
Well, I'm an elementary school teacher, so there you go.
Oh,
there you go.
you.
You have your delivery is everything. That's right. I love it. Beautiful. As when you said the Garden State Parkway, you know the old joke, what exit, You remember we used to always hear that. I think was that a Saturday Night Live thing or something? What Garden State Parkway? I can't remember, Lisa. But they always used to say like, "What exit where are you from?" Do you remember that, Lisa?
Exactly right. And I'm exit 98.
There you
come
go.
by and see me sometime.
Okay, 98. I'm going to put that down. Lisa's at 98. Everybody go see Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa, for being first up today on our Clean Joke program.
Yeah.
833-288-3986. Peggy and Jeff are coming up. A couple of others that Charles is going to get to, screening calls. And we have a couple of open Clean Joke lines right now. If you have one you'd like to share with the world and give the Take Two family a bit of a laugh today, 833-288-3986. We had Steve called in, Debbie, and he was on his way into Mass. God bless him. God bless you, Steve. Pray for us.
All Souls Day. Mm-hmm.
And he had a joke that he wanted us to tell anyway. He says, "What is orange and sounds like a parrot?"
What?
A carrot. All right, Steve. If you're still listening, pray for us at Mass. He's
pray
probably
for us.
in Mass right now. Yeah, beautiful day. Not a holy day of obligation, but a great day to go to Mass and honor and pray for your deceased loved ones. All Souls Day.
Are you prepared to vote?
Catholics must form their consciences by church teaching. It's not a matter of personal opinion on what is good or evil, but upon the objective moral order that's willed by God, binding on human beings, and known through reason and divine revelation, communicated through church teaching.
Be prepared to vote your faith this November. Visit EWTN.com/vote for everything Catholic voters need to know before picking up a ballot.
This is Father Leo Paddlinghug, and why do we need Catholic radio? Well, the answer is simple. The devil, who is very real, uses all forms of communication. And so if we are to understand our purpose in life, it's to make sure that we are not only proclaiming the good news, we're also listening to the good news. And how do you do that? With Catholic radio.
The world needs EWTN Catholic Radio, now more than ever.
The most original Catholic content is on EWTN Radio.
This week on EWTN News In Depth, Tech and Device-Free Learning. We explore education alternatives that teach the whole child and the rich religious significance of the Day of the Dead for Hispanic Catholics. Join us for EWTN News In Depth tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on EWTN Radio and television.
You'll turn to me and laugh about today.
You are tuned into our best Clean Joke program. Once a quarter we do this, allow you to come on the air and give everybody a little bit of a laugh. We need to be still smiling and laughing as best we can with everything going on in the world and the church. Troubles here, troubles there, but we are a praying family, and as Debbie said earlier, we are a laughing family. Clean Jokes today at 288-3986. You know, Church Pop takes a fresh look, a fun look at the news shaping our world, and they do that by featuring engaging, inspiring, and informative Catholic social media content. You will find Church Pop on Snapchat, Instagram, and on the web at churchpop.com. And you can get Church Pop directly to your email inbox. Visit EWTN.com and click on subscribe.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the phones. There is room for you at 833-288-3986. I am so glad that I grabbed the Kleenex box before we started this show. Because you guys crack me up. I love the Take Two family. You are hilarious. Okay, in Quartzsite, Arizona, let's see what Peggy has to say on Real Presence Radio online. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I apologize for the traffic.
Oops. Peggy just dropped.
Oh, Peggy, call back.
Call back. We got that line open there.
Yeah, we'll hold the line for you. Oh, she was just getting ready to tell the joke. Okay, so let's hear then what Chris has to say. And Chris is in Dallas, Texas on Guadalupe Radio Network. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? So Debbie, I actually met you a year ago or so at a marriage retreat, and I was the loud one that sat next to you during the Divine Mercy Chaplet. I don't know if you remember. But anyway, yeah, I got some puns that I wouldn't mind sharing.
Oh, very cool. Hi, Chris. That's awesome.
Appropriate that Peggy was before, so that she didn't get to tell her joke. But pirate puns are where we're going today. So Pirate's prom date, right, Peggy? Okay. Then she fell down, or you said she dropped off. That was funny, too. But what's got eight legs, 8 arms, and 8 eyes?
8, 8, and 8. Okay.
That one. Deb, you got a guess?
No. Go ahead.
Pirates.
8 what?
8 pirates.
8 pirates.
Pirates.
Yeah.
So what's got 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 eyes?
2 pirates?
A rookie pirate. What favorite letter of the alphabet?
Oh, I think I know this one. R?
Right. Yeah. You would think that, but it's the C they really love. So
you trapped me into that one, Chris.
And then what did Blackbeard say when he turned 80? He said, I'm matey. Like I'm 80, but I'm 80. All right. So anyway,
matey, yeah.
You think I'm out of pirate puns, but there's one more. What does the pirate name his dog? Plank.
What?
He's always walking the plank.
Oh, the plank. Where'd you get all those, Chris? Did you come up with all those?
I teach, and so try to be entertaining in class so that my students pay attention. So I'll just ask them lots of questions, and some of them will be puns. But, you know, in the world we live in today, we need humor because, like, you can't even turn to the news. Like, all these celebrities getting arrested. Even the Energizer Bunny recently got arrested today. I don't know if you guys saw, but he was charged with battery. So, goodness. But
you're a walking punster, Chris.
Sometimes my students that come back at me puns, and one of them, they came back at me bird puns. I was like, oh my gosh, like, too many bird puns. But then I realized 2 can play at that game. Huh? 2 can? Okay. So I'll get back to hitting because of all these puns now. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Thanks,
my
Chris.
goodness. Chris, you are so entertaining. I love it. Wow. And I'm so glad we got to meet at that conference. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Here's one that, I don't know if everybody will get this one. You probably will. We should start calling Chris Herman Punster. All right, who doesn't get that one? Remember?
Yeah, I got that one. That's a really good one. Okay, that is hilarious. But that must be fun to be in his class. See, I would love a teacher like that because that'll keep you on your toes, keep you alert. You don't, because I have to say, sometimes in class I would fall asleep. I was so bored. So this, Chris is very entertaining. I love that. Okay, let's hear one more shout out to Peggy in Arizona. Come on, Peggy, call back. Okay, let's hear what Stephanie has to say. Stephanie's in Baltimore, Maryland on the EWTN app. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Fine, thank you. What I have, I'm going to tell you a little story before I tell you the joke.
Okay.
I have family that live in Bel Air, and I live in Baltimore. And I go up and visit her and spend time with her. We were driving around looking for things, and we passed a church. And in front of the church, and I think it was a Christian church, I don't think it was Catholic, there was this, sign. And the top line went by, just like you would see on a billboard almost. And it said, "Do you know why Jonah didn't like the ocean?"
I don't know, too many whales?
Okay. No, because it was a little fishy.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
And I've told that joke to a lot of people when I find somebody that I think will enjoy it. And then I tell them it's the kind of joke you can tell in front of anybody because it's not going to offend anybody.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did that show at least once, Debbie, if you remember, funny church signs that people have seen.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have fit in perfectly on that show. Stephanie, God bless you in Baltimore there. Thank you for joining us. Take Two with Jerry and Debbie and you. It is our best clean joke program for this quarter, 833-288-3986. Michael, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I love the New Jersey followers of Take Two. You guys are so hilarious. So they said, Debbie, you were right. It was Saturday Night Live skit in, I think, 1981. Joe Piscopo was the one who did What Exit Are You From on the Garden State Parkway. So it was. Awesome. I did get that right. I'm amazed because I can't even remember what I ate for dinner last night. So I love the Jersey peeps that are coming in, weighing in on the Garden State Parkway. Okay, where are we going next?
Michael in Jacksonville, Florida, watching the video stream on YouTube with a lot of other folks there. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Jerry. Hi, Debbie. Just had a quick fun fact about our faith that I don't think most people know. Do you know what the doctrine of papal infallibility was referred to as in St. Peter's Day?
Oh, tell us.
Simon Says.
Okay, I need to keep that one. That is excellent.
Hey, Michael, we get a lot of Michaels who post comments on the YouTube video stream. Are you one of those Michaels, Michael M or Michael J? Or, I mean, there's several Michaels who post on there. Are you one of them?
Yes, sir. Michael J.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're Michael J? Oh, cool.
Yeah, we just love having you being part of the show every day. We know that you're there, and that makes us feel great, and everybody else who's watching on the streams as well. I'm just wondering, has anyone talked about, you live in you're Michael Jacksonville.
My entire life.
You made the connection. I'm sure. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry to dredge up some bad memories for you.
That is hilarious. I love it. No. Michael J., thank you so much for being on the chat there. I know everybody really enjoys it.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on the show every day.
Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. Good stuff here. We're having a good laugh today on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie.
I think the Take Two family is the best in the whole world. I just love them. Okay, we're going to, I love saying this city. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So Lindy in North Tonawanda, New York on the Station of the Cross. You're up next with your best clean joke. Hi, Lindy.
Hi, how are you guys today?
Doing all right.
I love this
today. Oh, good. Yeah.
The jokes are great. It's a little long. I'll try to get through it kind of fast, okay? Mm-hmm. So we have a mother and father, and the father calls up the son on the phone that they live out of town, and the dad tells the son, well, I hate to break it to you and spread bad news, but your mother and I are getting a divorce.
Ooh.
And the son said, come on, Dad, what are you talking about? We're Catholic. You've been married for 64 years. Dad, you can't be serious. Listen, the father says, I'm really sick of this. I'm sick of your mother. We're getting a divorce, and that's it. And he's like, Dad, it's the day before Christmas. He's like, we're getting a divorce. I don't want to talk about it. Son is so upset. He hangs up, and he calls his sister. And he says to his sister, he's exploding on the phone. I can't believe it. Mom and Dad are getting a divorce. She's like, what are you talking about? This can't be. He's like, well, they are. Dad just called me. So she said, I'm going to take care of this. And she hangs up the phone and immediately calls her father, screaming, Dad, you are not getting a divorce. You can't do this. And the father says, well, yes, I'm sorry, but we are. So she said, Dad, this is it. Don't do a thing. I'm getting on the plane. In fact, I'm calling my brother back, and we're both coming there tomorrow. And you are not to do a thing until we get there. And she hangs up. So the father turns to his lovely wife and says, honey, I've got the whole thing solved. The kids will be coming home for Christmas after all. And guess what? They're paying their own way.
Oh, my. I did not see that coming, Lindy. I thought I was kind of going, oh, where is this going?
I know. My dad told me that joke. Oh, my gosh, I must have been about 14 at the time, and I've always remembered it. I thought, well, that's a good way. I'll use it one time to get kids home.
That was great.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, thank you for being part of it, Lindy. You're awesome. Part of the Take Two family. We appreciate it so much. That was a great punchline there.
I love that. That's really cool. Very cool. You guys are awesome. Okay, so Lindy just freed up a phone line if you'd like to tell your best clean joke on this Take Two episode at 833-288-3986. Normally our call screener is Matt Gabinski, but we have Charles Beery on the phones, and I'm sure he's just laughing away. He's got a good sense of humor, and he is from New Jersey. So there you go. So that's really fun. So please join in on the action, join in on the fun. We've got to have, I've always said this, Jerry, we got to keep a bit of a sense of humor through all this. If we don't, we're just going to get really down, and it's not going to help us spiritually.
Yeah. Okay, Peggy has called back from Quartzsite, Arizona, listening to us on Real Presence Radio Online. Peggy, thanks for calling back in. I'm glad you got through. Welcome.
Me too, thanks. I don't know when the call got dropped, but I just start from the beginning again?
Sure, yeah. I don't think much of it came through, but yeah, go ahead.
All righty, well, this lady is in a big hurry to go shopping to take advantage of a sale, and she rushes to the garage, gets in her SUV, and backs out of the garage down the driveway without taking the time to see that the family dog was napping in the driveway. Well, much to her horror, the tire seems to have amputated the dog's tail. The dog doesn't appear to be in terrible distress, but his tail is cut clean off. So she's, of course, very upset, and she puts the dog and the tail in the back of the car and takes off down the road. You would think she'd be going to the veterinarians, but instead she went to Walmart. And that was because she reasoned that, after all, they are the world's largest retailer.
That is good. It's another one I didn't see coming, Peggy.
A 7-year-old told me that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'll bet that was a very funny moment when that 7-year-old did tell you that joke.
You know what I love about these jokes? You can actually picture it, and you start laughing ahead of time. Do you ever do that, Peggy? As you were describing it, you did such a good job describing it that I'm picturing this lady picking up this dog and picking up the tail.
Yeah. It's a sort of an anticipatory group laugh thing.
Right. I love it. Okay. God bless you. Well, Peggy, enjoy another beautiful day in the great state of Arizona. We've got great weather today. So, yeah, beautiful. Thanks for calling back.
Yeah, thank you so much. It is Take Two with Jerry and Debbie and you. It is always your show. So it's even more so on Unscripted, which we did a couple days ago. And today it's your best clean jokes at 833-288-EWTN, 288-3986. A lot more that we are going to get to. We will get over to social media. Hopefully we've got some coming in there. You can always email us anytime during the show, or actually anytime 24/7 at take2@ewtn.com. You can post on the show website, take2show.com, and leave your comments for Jeff Burson, our social media manager, if you're among the many watching the video stream on Facebook and YouTube. So we are going to get to a lot more of you. These include not necessarily in this order. I'm just going top to bottom. Monica, Rudy, Jane, Cynthia, Buddy, and Charles Beery is screening another call right there as well. So hang on. We're going to laugh some more.
We are going to laugh some more on our Best Clean Joke Show on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie. You're part of the family if you're listening to the show, so please call in at 833-288-3986 and make us laugh today. We'll be right back.
Join Archbishop Jose Gomez in sharing the good news.
The great Pope, Blessed Paul VI, said that the people for times want witnesses more than they want teachers. He said that if we want to teach anything, we need to do it by our own witness, by our actions, by the example of our lives. If we want to lead others to Jesus, we need to lead by the example of our lives. As we go about our daily tasks and duties in family life, at work, everywhere that we are, let us try to share our faith in Jesus by the way we live and by the way we serve. This is how we evangelize in our daily life.
Visit lacatholics.org to find ways to connect with our faith community in the Archdiocese of Los Angeles.
Take Two with Jerry and Debbie is on YouTube. Search YouTube to find the EWTN YouTube channel so you'll never miss an episode of our show or any of your favorite EWTN radio shows.
Here's a thought from Mother Angelica's perpetual calendar. Every time you pass a cemetery, it's time for a little prayer. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord. It's just common sense that you help some of them get out of purgatory. Mother's perpetual calendar features an inspirational message for each day of the year. It's available from the EWTN Religious Catalog at EWTNRC.com or call 1-800-854-6316.
Hi, this is Dr. David Anders. Are you curious about the Catholic faith and need answers? Call to Communion is the show for you. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Now back to Take Two with Jerry and Debbie.
Turn to me and laugh about today.
Yeah, the bumper there, courtesy of Ace McKay, our producer. Charles Beery on the phones today. Jeff Burson on social media. And more of your best clean jokes at 833-288-3986. We're going to go back to the state of Texas. Morton, Texas is where Cynthia is, a first-time caller listening on the Guadalupe Radio Network. Hi, Cynthia. Good to have you with us.
Hi, Jerry and Debbie.
Hello.
I love you guys. I got a couple of short jokes for you. I just thought of a short one that a priest told me, but the first one is my grandson told me. Do you and Debbie know how to make a Kleenex dance?
Oh, how? I would love this.
Just put a little boogie in it.
That was definitely from your grandson, not the priest, right?
No, that was my grandson. And I just thought of this with an Irish priest, told me and my mother this many, many, many moons ago. Do you and Debbie know how to make holy water?
I think I do.
I remember this, but I can't remember it.
Do y'all?
Tell us again.
Well, you just put a pot of water on top of the stove and boil the hell out of it.
There you go.
Was that the one y'all were thinking of?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, good. Now all our EWTN brothers and sisters know how to make holy water.
That's right.
That's true. So, so Cynthia, a priest told you that one?
Yes, an Irish priest. We had one here many, 50 years ago. I was like 8. I guess I just told you my age, Debbie.
You are so sweet.
It was an Irish priest, and he would like to drink a beer every once in a while with my daddy.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cynthia, I have to tell you this, and Jerry, this is kind of sad as you were talking about this, because you know how sometimes priests will, before a homily or afterwards, they'll tell a little joke or something like that, just to kind of, get people just to, come, be alert and, be engaged in the homily. And so about a month ago, this wonderful priest, he was so excited to tell this joke, and no one laughed. Uh-oh. It was horrible. And it was almost funny because no one laughed. And so then he started doing like this little dance, like to the side of the ambo, back and forth, as if to kind of get the tension, off of him. And everybody started laughing at that point. And he was like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm never telling a joke again. I felt so bad for him, Cynthia. But when you just said that you heard that from a priest, and I thought, that's got to be really, when you throw a joke out there, you have to really make sure that people will laugh at it. So I just thought of that as you were saying it, Cynthia. I don't know why it just came to me, but I felt so bad for this poor priest.
Too, but oh gosh, I would have felt so bad too. I would have laughed probably all by myself just to laugh.
Yeah, it's like you need somebody who can do that, like quick, spontaneous laughter. Just to, yeah. Right.
Well, I love you guys.
We love you too, Cynthia. Thank you for calling in. It shows you were a first-time caller, so call us again. You're a lot of fun.
Yeah, okay, we're going to continue along here. That line was just taken by somebody else. Rudy has been holding patiently. Another first-time caller in San Antonio listening on, yes, the Guadalupe Radio Network. Hi, Rudy.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Doing good at work.
Good.
Hi, Rudy.
Hello.
So what do you have for us?
Okay, I got two short jokes real quick. And the first one is, what do you call a cow with no legs?
Dead?
It sounds somewhat familiar, but I'm not remembering it right now. What is it, Rudy?
What is it, Rudy?
Ground beef. Ground beef. Now, what do you call a cow with 2 legs?
What?
Lean beef. Come on.
Oh, my goodness. Rudy, is it our Rudy from GRN?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay, because there's another Rudy we work with at GRN. Okay, you are hilarious. You are so funny. That is hilarious. Wait, ground beef and lean beef. Okay, I got to remember that. I love that. That is really good.
Way to go,
Thank
Rudy.
you, Rudy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, I
cool.
just want to mention we like to congratulate EWTN affiliates on a regular basis. And another member of the EWTN family is St. Gabriel Communications in Garden City, Kansas, celebrating their 8th year with us. Congratulations to James Janda and his team at KSGC. They're on the dial at 100.5 FM. Congratulations on 8 fantastic years from all your friends here at EWTN.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Rudy, that was a good one. I wrote that down. I love that. Okay, let's hear what Buddy has to say. Buddy is a first-time caller from Butte, Montana. Let's wave to Buddy on YouTube. Hi, Buddy. Welcome.
Hi, how are you today?
Great.
Hey, I just got a quick joke to tell you, and it's from an old show I used to watch on TV a long time ago. It was a Protestant pastor I used to watch on TV on Trinity Broadcasting Network, and I just wanted to tell it real quick.
Okay.
This Protestant pastor would tell numerous jokes, and he would go around this big crowd, and he would say, he would tell a little story about a grandchild and a grandfather. So he said the grandchild would always run around the church yelling and screaming, just having a little fun party, just greeting everybody with cheers and open arms. And finally, he would go up to his grandpa, and he would say, "Hi, Grandpa, how you doing today?" And the grandpa would go, "Hey, how you doing? Are you a man? Are you a man?" And the little boy would go up and say, "Yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man." And then he would say to him, "Can you talk like a frog?" And the grandpa goes, "What there?" He goes, "Talk like a frog." And he goes, "Well, why do you want me to talk like a frog?" And he goes, "Well, Grandpa, Mama said that when you croak, you were going to Hawaii."
Repeat that last line again, buddy.
When you croak.
Oh, when you croak. Oh, okay.
We're going to Hawaii.
Can you talk like a frog?
Can you talk like a frog?
Oh,
That's a good one. Okay, so Buddy, only because it's so unique. My brother's name is Buddy. My dad's name was Buddy, but that was not their real name, their birth name. I'm just curious. Can you share your birth name?
Sure. My real birth name is Kenneth Paul March II, but my nickname is Buddy.
I love it.
Good.
I love it. And my brother and my dad was William. So, yeah. So I love that. Great name, Buddy. And actually, Buddy is a fun name. You always smile when you say it. It's actually considered a fun name.
Mm-hmm.
So there you
Let's go over to social media. Lisa Marie is a regular watching on YouTube. Hi, Lisa Marie and everybody else. This is a good one. Lisa Marie says, a skeleton walked into a bar and said, give me a beer and a mop.
I don't get it.
Well, if a skeleton drinks a beer, it's just going to go right down onto the floor.
Okay, that's hilarious. Very
Anna
good.
Marie. We go from
Yes.
Lisa Marie to Anna Marie. What did the Catholic cowboy say to the priest in confession? Oh, I like this.
What?
Howdy, pardoner. What do you get when you play a country song backwards? Yeah, I've heard this version of this before. You get your wife back, your dog back, and your truck back.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Good one. Okay, we going back to the phones?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, Brandon is up next in Tulsa, Oklahoma on the EWTN app. Hi, Brandon. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having. So,
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so the joke that I heard, I actually have two of them. The first one I heard on the EWTN show the other day with Dr. David Anders,
Okay.
and he made a joke right before his show ended, and it goes, there was a grandfather and a grandson, and they're talking, and the grandfather goes, he tells his grandson, hey, I'm going to buy you your first car, and it's going to be a brand new car, but you have to do two things for me. The first thing you have to do is read the Bible all the way through, and the second thing you have to do is cut your hair. So the grandson agrees and says, sure, I'll do that. So he goes on to read the Bible. A few months goes by, he finishes it. He comes back to his grandfather and says, okay, I'm ready for my new car. And the grandfather goes, yeah, but you didn't cut your hair. So then the grandson goes, yeah, but I learned about Jesus, and I learned that Jesus didn't cut his hair either. And the grandfather goes, yeah, and he walked everywhere he went.
Oh, that's good, Brandon.
So you heard that from Dr. David Anders, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay, we're just curious. Did he tell it? You know, how was his delivery? Was it good?
Oh, it was good. I laughed. I busted a gut laughing when I heard that. I was like, oh my goodness. So I told everybody that I knew. I told my mother, my father. I told everybody that I knew that joke, and they busted a gut laughing too.
Good, good. Because if he's listening, I'm sure that'll put a smile on his face. That's good. It's always in how you deliver the joke. So you did a great job, Brandon.
Did you have another one, Brandon?
Yeah. What does an angry pepper do?
What?
An angry pepper.
Pepper.
I don't know. Put somebody's mouth on fire? I don't know.
What?
It gets jalapeno face.
All up in your face.
Okay, Jerry, you need to remember that. Jerry loves hot sauces, Brandon. So that's perfect.
Yeah. Thanks,
okay, gotta
Brandon.
remember that. Thank you,
Couple of
Brandon.
great contributions to our program. Monica has been holding patiently as well, listening on the Station of the Cross in Medford, Massachusetts. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Jerry and Debbie. How are
Hello.
you today?
Great. How
Hi.
are you?
Good. So this is a short joke. What happened to the agnostic, dyslexic, insomniac?
I do not know.
What?
He was kept up night wondering if there was a dog.
That's good.
That
That's
is
good,
a
Monica.
great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one, Monica. You're amazing.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on. Have a great day.
You too. God bless you. We got one here from EWTN Radio General Manager Jack Williams.
Tell us.
Well, he says it was another Dr. David Anders special. Why did the vegan cross the road?
Why?
To tell you he was a vegan.
Oh, Dr. David Anders did not tell that one. Is that true?
That's what Jack says here.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is so good, Jack. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, I'm laughing way too hard. Do you know what? I just want to go back to Monica for a minute. Monica, you have a beautiful voice. I love your voice. It's just a happy voice. Mm-hmm. See, I think everybody that's calling in today really does love to laugh, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I always go back to the shortest verse in the Bible. It says Jesus wept, which means he must have also laughed. I can just imagine Jesus traveling with his disciples, his apostles, and probably they all had a few good laughs along the way, I have to believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't realize Dr. David Anders is actually a vegan. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, that would make sense then.
He knows a little bit about he knows a little about what he speaks.
Yes, yes. Very cool. Well, thank you, Jack, for weighing in with that great joke. And tell Dr. David Anders everybody loves his joke-telling skills. Okay, so Jane is up next, Jerry. And Jane is in southern Colorado on GRN Online. Hello, Jane.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
So, I love your show, by the way.
Oh, thank you. We love you.
Thank you. My grandma told me this joke when I was a little girl. I'm 62 now. So there was this mom and dad. They had the priest over for dinner. So the little boy, they have a little boy, and so the priest comes over, and the little boy asks the priest, he says, "Father, is it true that you are dust, and dust thou shalt return?" And the priest said, "Yes, of course. That's what happens." And he says, "Okay, Father, well, you need to come into my bedroom." And he goes, "Well, okay." So he goes in there, and he says, "And Father, look under my bed." He says, "Because somebody is either coming or going." Because of the dust.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. The call screener didn't get it. So
I got it. Okay. I love that. Listen, if you clean house, you get it, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, good one. Do you have any others or no, just one? Okay, just one.
Okay. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
A lot of our listeners now have 2 and 3 that they like to tell. Okay, so real quickly, let me just share with our dear friend. She has a great show. Mast Appeal with Colleen Kelly Mast is Saturday mornings, 9 Eastern time on EWTN Radio. Colleen Kelly Mast offers free, friendly advice from a Catholic perspective. She does a great job. She gets great questions, and she gives fabulous answers. I always love what Colleen Kelly Mast has to say.
Mm-hmm. All right. Your best clean joke may be a phone call away, 833-288-3986. Up next is Ken, another first-time caller in Lafayette, Louisiana, tuned in today on Christ Our King Radio. Hello, Ken.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I've got a punctuation joke for you, and I just told this at my daughter's wedding.
Okay.
Why did the comma break off her engagement to the apostrophe?
Why?
I'm having to give this some deep thought, Ken. I can't come up with it.
She said he was too possessive.
Did you actually tell that at your daughter's wedding?
I did, and there were lots of groans.
Oh, that is hilarious. So tell us a little bit about your daughter's wedding. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That is awesome.
She got married in Louisville, Kentucky. We just moved from there to Louisiana, and it was a wonderful wedding at St. Therese Catholic Church there in Louisville.
Nice.
And I had my father the bride speech, and I led with that.
Okay.
Beautiful. Did you do the father-daughter dance too?
Yes. Yeah. It was wonderful.
Oh, congratulations, Ken. That's beautiful. God bless you. Many blessings to her and her husband. Wow. I love weddings. Why? How come we've never been invited to a wedding recently? We need to. We don't get invited to anything anymore. Jerry and I like to eat and go to events, right?
Well, I get invited to a lot of things. Never mind.
You're trying to say that I'm not invited? That's what you're trying to... Yeah, you probably do get invited to a lot of events.
That was a clean joke. It's just a joke, though.
Oh, that's too funny. Okay, so Gretchen is up. That's hilarious, Jerry. Gretchen is up next in Spearfish, South Dakota on Real Presence Radio. Hi, Gretchen.
Hello. So my joke is this guy was driving down a country road in South Dakota, and he looked in the ditch and he saw this. He saw a three-legged chicken in the ditch, and so he was going about 20 miles an hour. And so then he speeded up to about 25, and the chicken speeded up, and he kept speeding up, and the chicken stayed right with him. And he got up about 50 miles an hour, and that chicken was staying right with him. And they got up a ways, and the chicken turned into a farm place. And so the guy was really curious about this three-legged chicken because he'd never seen a three-legged chicken before. So he pulls in, and the farmer's out there working on his tractor, and he said, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I just got to know about this three-legged chicken. It stayed right with me all the way 3 miles back." And the farmer says, "Oh, I'd be happy to tell you about that." He said, "I went to South Dakota State University in their agronomy program over in Brookings, and he said when I was there, we were working on genetics, and I just love chicken legs, so I developed a way to create a three-legged chicken." And the guy goes, "Man, that's fascinating. How do they taste?" He says, "I don't know. I've never caught one."
That is excellent. I thought, what I saw coming, Gretchen, when you said, what does it taste like? I thought you were going to say, just like chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
But no, your punchline is way better than that.
That was great, Gretchen. Thank you so much for making us smile and laugh today. Great job. Okay, Marie is up next. First-time caller in Grand Forks, North Dakota on Real Presence Radio. Look at Real Presence Radio go. You guys like to have fun. Invite us over for dinner or something. Hi, Marie.
I have a joke. It goes something like, there was a rich man, and he wanted to bring something to heaven, and he was bound to determine he was going to find a preacher that could help him to bring it. So anyway, he found a preacher, and the preacher said, "Well, you can bring one small case." He thought, "Well, I got it in there." So he finally loaded it up. I'll put gold bars in there. And he lined it all up with gold bars, and then when he gets to heaven, St. Peter says, "Well, what do you have?" And he looks at it, and he says, "I know you're a rich man, and I know you wanted to bring something, but why would you bring pavement?"
Pavement. You were breaking up just a little bit, Marie, so I'm just going to kind of paraphrase what you said. Mm-hmm. A rich man dies and wants to take something with him to heaven, and he takes 4 gold bars with him, and he gets to the pearly gates, and St. Peter says, "Why did you bring pavement?"
Love it. Love it. That was so good. Okay, so let's go to Derek. And Derek's in Grants Pass, Oregon, on His Mercy Radio. Hi, Derek.
Hi, how are you?
Great. We're laughing, so we're always good. How are you?
Fine. So I just got done with my Crescio, and the priest told this joke during one of the days that we had studying. What do you call it? So God wakes up this guy on Sunday morning and says, "Hey, you need to get out of bed. You need to go to church." And the guy goes, "I don't want to get out of bed. I'm tired and I don't feel like going." And God says, "Well, no, you need to get up and go to church. It's important." So the guy goes, "I'll give you 3 reasons why I don't need to go to church. 1, I'm tired and I don't feel like getting out of bed. 2, I don't think the people at church even like me. And 3, I don't even know if I like the people at church." And God said, "Well, I'll give you one good reason. You're the pastor."
Wow, it's going to choke up on that. That was good. Yeah.
You heard that joke at Curcio?
Yeah. So so the priest there was 2 priests that did. I just came this last weekend with my first Castillo, and he during our like downtime, he always tried to open with a joke
that's good.
before we did our studies or before we had a mass. It was we all laughed so hard because that was so funny to hear from a priest.
Oh, too cool. Well, congratulations. What a beautiful thing that you went through with Curcio. It's life-changing, right? Mm-hmm.
It was. Oh, my gosh. I came home a better person. That's for sure.
Thank God.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Very cool, Derek.
Thanks,
Thank
Derek.
you.
Yeah, thanks for listening on His Mercy Radio. We got time for hopefully a couple more here. Glenn is in San Antonio listening on the Guadalupe Radio Network. Hello, Glenn.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Pretty well. How about you?
Doing well. So, at the wedding feast of Canaan, the water that Jesus turned into wine tasted so good, Joseph couldn't help himself. He had a little bit too much. And the next morning, he had a terrible hangover. So he asked Mary, please, can you bring me some water? But whatever you do, don't let the boy near it.
That's classic.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've heard a lot of the water turning into wine jokes, but I've never heard that one. That's a good one, Glenn. Way to go. San Antonio is just leading the charge here with the jokes. I love that. We need to move to San Antonio because it seems like everybody has a lot of fun there.
Yeah. Well, we got time for one more. We'll see if we have time for more than that. Don is in Orchard Park, New York, of course, listening on the Station of the Cross. Hello, Don.
Hi, guys. This is just a simple one. What's the one thing a high-rise window washer should never do?
Fall.
Stand back and admire his work.
Exactly, because they'll fall.
Yeah, you were sort of on that one.
Very cool. I have to tell you a funny story about this, Don. I was watching a movie the other day with my husband, and they had window washers. You know, where the scaffolding and stuff that goes up, and they move the person up these high-rise buildings. And I thought to myself, you really have to be a special person to do that job. I mean it, because that would make me very nervous. At any moment, you could fall backwards. Have you ever thought of that, Don? When I see those things?
Oh yeah, I have. I just admire the Walendas who do the tightropes up so high. But anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't admire your work and don't look for the little smudge marks either. Just wash the windows and move on.
That's it.
God bless you, Don. Thank you for taking part in our conversation. I think that's all we're going to get to right now on our Clean Joke Show, but we do it about once a quarter, you guys, so be listening for that next time we air this program. In the meantime, tomorrow is the first Friday of the month, and we like to dedicate the first Friday to the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. So be thinking about your love for our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament, what it means to you, how you prepare to receive Him, what you do as Thanksgiving after communion, how you explain to your friends who don't understand the Blessed Sacrament, the real presence. All of that and more we will cover tomorrow on the program with your help.
That's tomorrow. Today, don't forget it's All Souls Day. Please go to Mass or adoration and pray for those loved ones that have passed, or for the souls in purgatory that have no one to pray. They have no one that can pray for them, and we need to pray for them because it'll benefit us. So let's not forget the poor souls in purgatory. But tomorrow, Jerry, that is the Real Presence show. And until then, we want to thank the show team, Charles and Jeff and Ace, and God bless you guys. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Stand Tall is now offering advanced group coaching sessions